Uh-oh. You started it? Oh god.
Yup. Hello, guys. It's your host, Youngblood, here with his friend.
Yuki!
Nice. And
Nice, indeed.
today we are going to talk about some subjects and casually talk. Basically, make a short podcast or even a long one. We don't know how much time we'll have and to discuss these things. So, Yuki, if I can refer to you as that,
Sure.
would you like to talk about some things like bullying or social acceptance? Maybe we can go into some deeper subjects or something like that.
Uh, yeah, I don't have a problem with that. I don't personally have any experience with bullying per se, at least not receiving, but yes,
Are
by all
you
means.
bullying?
Am I bullying?
Are you a bully?
No, I
I
can
am
say
glad.
definitively that I am not.
Many people may be envious towards you because bullying is so spread. Like each second person will tell that they're getting bullied at school verbally or physically. I don't want to even imagine sexual bullying. That's so fucking messed up. And yes, even I envy you too for not
Ooh.
getting bullied.
I don't. Well, your definition of bullying is a little different than mine. I personally don't care if someone tries to start anything with me, so therefore, I'm just unaffected. I don't care.
Well, you might be bullied, but you just don't care. That is an awesome quality a person can have.
Mm, I just don't let anything try to get me too far down. But I mean, there will be points in your life where you just, you know, you want to give
Yeah.
up, or you just don't care. Or I mean, but
Well, I understand you clearly. I understand you clearly. You don't need to specify anything because we all go through that. I went through that. You went through that. Maybe you will go through that. And we always have people by our side. And hey, I can talk to you if something, and it's all right. You just need to have the right people to by your side.
I agree. There's always, human beings by default, it's in their nature, are social beings. We are social. We want to talk and converse, and we want to have a good time with each other. When you're alone and you're suffering, I mean, there's a lot of things that can happen to you, and there's a lot of different ways your body can deal with stress. Typically, it eventually leads to self harm.
I agree
Um,
with you so much. You're taking words right out of my mouth, sir. I mean, I knew that as well, and but some humans, let's call them just people because I don't know, we're not aliens or some other life form, so we can call them just people.
yes.
uh, some people might be less social and they're completely fine with being alone. Some just want to be alone, and that is respectable on its own because everyone has their opinions on life and how they should live it. But on my side, I have been alone for quite a long time. Pretty much, I was not talking to a lot of people for like 14 years, and I am that kind of a person who can't live or communicate long enough with other people because it will lead up some deep subjects and I sometimes may not be prepared and I definitely cannot live without people. I get lonely super fast and I think most of people will like uh
Hmm.
will have the
Just,
same feeling. I forgot the word.
uh, I mean, it's kind of ubiquitous here. I used to be the same way, but I mean, I'm just typically awkward around people in general. I
That,
mean,
that's fine. We're all awkward sometimes. I mean, uh, I'm walking cringe in real life sometimes, and that's fine.
hmm,
uh,
walking cringe.
yes, please don't imagine that.
Oh, I'm imagining it pretty hard here.
I wish that you have some problems on your end. Then please, can you continue? Before I abrupted you
Ooh,
so rudely.
hang on here.
Okay. Um. By the way, guys, I wanted to fit in a small like disclaimer. No, not a disclaimer. Nothing's bad gonna happen. A little warning. Because later today, after 3 hours, 2 hours, I'm gonna stream this beautiful game, Doki Doki Literature Club, and I would pretty much love if you would tune into it with me. And yes,
Anyway,
yes,
again, this is one of these times that's kind of awkward for me, but kind of caught me off guard a little bit. Things will happen.
it's all right to just. Uh, I would say nothing will get out of this chat, but you clearly know it's gonna because I warned you that I'm gonna record. So don't worry, my
Yes,
audience does not bite. At least half of it. If you would, if yes, and just
half of
don't
it.
do not worry. Other half is perfectly sane and human.
Oh, they're okay.
Don't worry. I just continue on with your opinion and story. I'm genuinely like interested in what you think.
Hmm. Well, I mean, again, every person is different, and that's the thing. There's a lot of people just characterize other people as one certain, personality, and they don't really
Oh,
delve deep into their thought processes or what they're going through or how they interact or their version of interacting with people compared to yours. Um, that's what I typically analyze right there.
I kind of got it because that happens to me and everyone else as well. Everyone thinks I am like kind and cute, but in reality, I'm not till the end. And some people really characterize others like, say, if someone is saying something mean to you, you don't know, maybe the person is going through a lot of things in life and just wants to get attention somehow and just does it, but you think he is a mean person and you don't want to talk to him. The thing that we are like, I don't understand. We are given such opportunity now. Even internet, in earlier times we could not talk as often with people from other countries, but now like when someone is interesting or confusing to you, you want to talk to him, you can freely do it online and I don't know more about the person. We're using the internet for I don't want to say the mindless reasons, but for self-entertainment only, and I think that's a bit wrong.
Mm, well, that's typically what the internet is used for now. Again, but then you have people like me and you, where we kind of just branch out, um, and I guess do a little of both, where we help people out and then entertain ourselves as well.
Well, yeah, that
Um,
that's kind of true, and I wish there would be a lot more people like that. I think on your side, it's the exact same opinion.
oh yeah, no doubt. There's not a lot of people out that are nice and kind. Not too many anymore. Um,
Well,
but I mean, it's just the way our world is now, I guess.
yes, but everything can change. But the main factor that keeps it from changing is people's laziness and doubt. Like, we all could have been happy and um how can I say this? We all would have been kind if everyone would think if I will change, my surroundings will change, because that is exactly true. If you will act mean, everyone's gonna act mean towards you. If you're gonna act all good and kind, everyone's gonna respond the same way. And most of people think, well, if I do it, it's not gonna be enough. It's not worth trying, and that is really wrong. And I just we maybe you do. I want to encourage people to do more, like try and change at least one day to act to those people who you don't like more kind, and that will impact their surroundings and themselves for a greater how can I say this? Great to have better interactions with one another.
Hmm. I think you were trying to say for a greater good.
Exactly.
Um, that's called, group mentality right there.
Yes.
If people are kind of wanting to be a certain way, then others will join in because, that's what the bulk of the group is.
Oh
We
yeah.
have we have a lot of that in America. There's, and I mean, again, this is an opinion of mine, but it's based on fact because I've seen it and I live here.
Nice.
Um, there'll be a group protesting one thing, and it gains a lot of support, but then it kind of dies off with the gradualization of, media goes to somewhere else. When that happens, that same group starts to die off and then moves to another subject because that's what's popular at the time. um, it's kind of like that, but
Well, yes, I agree with you because people like to join in other groups to not feel alone, and when they do, they want to fit in, and that fitting in doesn't always mean doing great things, and that is really sad. Please continue on.
oh, oh yeah. I mean, if you're surrounded by darkness, and I'm going to be using this because there's a lot of that, and
Okay.
you're the only light, it can be really daunting, especially when you're the only one, and then everything is surrounding you basically, and it can be frightening. I know that's how I feel. So, uh, but I mean, yeah,
Well,
there's no doubt about that.
I feel the same way because you might always think there is no like it's not worth it to continue on anymore to fight, like to keep being good, but in reality it is worth it and it needs to be done, because if you let that darkness, as you call it, eat you, if you let yourself drown in it, sink in it, then you're gonna be a lost person, and it's gonna be really difficult to get back without someone's help. So better is learn from other mistakes, but don't make them yourself, and think before doing or saying something.
And that's exactly my logic right there. I think before I speak. I'm very analytical with my words and what I choose to say or do. And any mistakes that I make, I try to learn from them. I sure as hell wouldn't make them again. So,
I
I mean,
again, I again announce that I envy you so much. I I I usually don't think before saying anything because I just let myself speak out and express myself. But I don't say mean stuff. I am usually kind, but I may say some stupid stuff that only I will understand, and I need to think more.
I have a little bit of that, but I mean, if I'm with a group of people, I tease a lot. I'll playfully call someone a name. I'll be like, "You're an idiot," something like that.
Oh,
And some groups I'm with just don't know me enough to know that I'm being friendly with them. That's just something I do to interact with them in a upper level of understanding.
okay.
And I realize real quick that I made a mistake because people will be like, "Why would you call him an idiot? Oh my God, don't do that." And I'll go, "Ooh, I'm sorry. That's just the way I am."
I understand you so much because sometimes you have to, how can I say, chew the food for other people so they will understand and eat it, and it is sometimes so uh, difficult. But I hope you were speaking in such a tone that they would need to understand that you're being friendly and not just that you are an idiot or something like this.
Oh, well, that's another thing altogether. In real life, when you interact with people, you have a certain tone that you can speak.
Exactly.
Whether it be serious or sarcastic, playful, or hateful.
I know.
Whereas online, and this is where I struggle online, if I say, if I just type, you're an idiot, they don't exactly know whether or not I'm joking or not. I could be very well being serious and criticizing, or I could just be joking and playing around. So it can be really complicated, especially in the virtual world. So
I can relate to you so much, but I have the exact same problems with people. I am usually a normal talker, but some people just they don't understand that I am, well, I'm not serious most of the time. I say that, but they forget that almost all the time, and you just find these people that do the same, but they are like not putting quotes, comments, and they're not even using faces. They're just a sentence without a dot at the end. Then you sometimes think it will continue on, but and sometimes you think it's just a insult to you, but in reality, just even if the sentences would be grammatically correct, you still don't know what the person thinks. And my preferable way to talk to others is by voice chat, because I can know what the person on the other end feels and wants to say.
yeah. Well, I mean, there's a next level of like personalization with straight voice chat. Uh, I I say some things without my voice that I normally wouldn't say with my voice, if that makes sense. It's a little more embarrassing to say some things, um, you know,
Uh,
with your actual voice and not just typing it. I don't know why it just does. So,
like
but
saying some phrases or words that are embarrassing, you're just halfly typing and halfly like saying it.
a little bit. There's just something more, uh, just personal when you're talking.
Well, yeah,
You're
that is more
you're
of a.
more anonymous when you just type, I guess.
I understand. That is the feeling of safety everyone gets in the internet, and some people get it a bit too much and use it to their own advantage and hurt others. I understand it really a lot.
Hmm,
What you
that's
were
interesting.
talking, that's what you were talking about. Is the feeling of safety that no one knows who you are, how old are you are, where you live, and all that stuff
Well,
like this.
that's why internet trolls exist because no one will know their name or address typically, um, and or
Oh yeah.
that's basically it. So they can say whatever they want without having any repercussion. Um, but there's a little it's different when you're talking because they have your voice. They have if you understand their voice enough, you can interpret their personality and the way they are, and it's just, I mean, it's different.
Exactly like that, and I can't understand. Maybe some people do have the urge to say some things, but I mean, if you hate someone, say it to them to the face. I mean, my friend once offended me and talked to my back, but I kind of forgave him because I made a deal with him. If he has some problems with me, that he should say it only to my face and not say it to others. And that's kind of it. People should just talk straight to the person and not offend them online by using any masks or covers to disguise themselves as someone else, because that is just being a coward. And really, people who are being trolled or something, they should think that the person on the other end is a coward and does not get much attention in life. And if he's trying to obtain attention this way and online, he should not be getting it either.
Hmm. Well, I mean, the way I approach trolls, and I don't get too many of them, but if I do, I mean, I don't really care. Like you said, you they don't have the courage to show who they are or say who
Exactly.
they are. So why would you even care? You know, they're just dudes on the internet looking for something to do because they're bored. What I don't recommend you doing is attacking them because that would lead to just further conflict. And I know that's hard, and I struggle with this as well because if someone's, dogging on me for no freaking reason, I don't even know them, I want to retaliate, but I don't because I don't want to continue an argument.
Well, the person of me would like say like, I would like to say my opinion on this. When I first downloaded Discord, I forgot how, but someone invited me to a server called Chill Zone. No advertising, and first there was
No
kind of
advertising.
yes, exactly, no
Banned.
advertising. I am not a
Instant banned.
sellout. Instant ban, copyright. I'm not a sellout. Demonetization, and
Oh boy.
what demonetization is not like rare for me. So yes, let's continue. When I first joined a server, there was this kind of person who did not understand my humor at all. He thought I was racist, that I was a mean person, but you know what I did? I was just like chill, saying, dude, chill. I don't want to be mean to you, but he kind of wanted to cause drama, and I even tried to add him. I probably have like pending friend requests already now as well, but I wanted to DM him. I did not know you can just direct message and that you didn't do not need to add. I was new and just like basically he was making uh, a drama out of all the situation to get some attention because I was gaining it really fast and I was growing in the server pretty fast. So now I pretty much know everyone there. They care about me. I care about them. I feel happy, and it should be like in real life as well. Groups of people that can accept others, care about them, and don't always take things close to heart.
Mm, I don't. The online community is, well, I mean, it's extremely diverse. One, uh, but there's a little bit. I don't know how to explain it. There's in real life, right? You're in a certain place in life and in society, whereas online, basically, and I say basically,
Mm.
everyone is at like the same level at the time, I guess.
Oh, I kind of understand. Can I take the position now? Because like again, let's hold on. Let's get back to an being anonymous and
Yes.
I think it is basically the same thing because on the online nobody knows what you're going through or who you are, but in the real life again, as we talked before, everyone by your voice can already determine partially who you are, and I guess you're talking about like everyone online not knowing each other and being on same level, and in real life like uh, the a bit more different because it's personal. You can see the person and talk to him and know him a bit.
Well, let me put it to you like this. If you see a group of people in real life, would you go up to them and say, "Hey, what the hell's going on?" Or would you kind of just ease in and say, or like not even say anything, just kind of sit there and, kind of see what's happening?
Well, I they, I'm a person who does not like to take like many choices on one side, but I'm really mixed. I'd say mostly the second one, but when they will like notice me saying like hello, who you are, I'm gonna like try to act as me, and try to fit in, but the only way I know how, like being me. And if they won't accept me, then the hell with it and let them do their own thing. I won't bother them anymore. I kind of got it on the internet. You're less anxious and you are more free to do things, whilst in real life you are a bit more anxious and shy because you see them and they can interact to you directly.
Yeah.
Did I understand it right?
Yes. Yes, you did. And then, the other part of that is on Discord. I mean,
I got
you
it on
can,
social media.
yeah. Wait.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I'm sorry. I'm stupid. I
No,
was,
no, no, no. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Continue on. Continue on.
Well, I mean, on Discord, and I've done this. I mean, I joined a server, and I didn't really understand the feel of the server, but I kind of just said some random stuff, and I've not gotten banned, but I have been muted and kicked, and I'm like, ooh, yeah,
Oof.
yeah, just oof, right there. Learn, live, and learn, right there.
Yes.
Whoops.
But maybe the people there weren't exactly your type, and I don't know. I'm kind of glad that we met and that you turned out to be like this. Like, laid back dude with chill attitude and like super cool.
Personality. I mean,
Well,
Uh,
yes.
a lot of people when they hear my voice kind of freak out, or not freak out, but they're like, "Whoa!"
Well,
Um,
it is like it sounds like really mature and cool, but I don't know why you should freak out. Everyone has their own voice, their own way of speaking to audience, to people, to anyone, and like I have my own voice and people like it. I don't really know why, but I'm just like going with the flow, going with it.
hmm, I mean, you're doing a fine job right now. It's perfectly good.
Am I?
I'm Yes, I'm not doing a good job, but I am helping out several people right now while I'm talking to you.
Oh,
I have I have several people that are a little
sad.
we can say sad, yes, but more self-inflicting right now, and I am trying to well, prevent them from doing anything that I don't want them to do to themselves.
That is very
Again,
honorable and
again,
worth
this is a
worth fighting
very
for.
awkward time right now.
It's all right. You won't like get any bad feedback from doing it. Like you'll get only like good stuff from doing it. You're helping others and you're like shaping the way you are, shaping your soul, if to say roughly. And
Oh, my soul is shaped. I'm trying to, change these people's outlooks on life.
well,
I mean,
yes, I know, but like their outlooks have been changed many times. Like what?
no doubt.
No, I mean by like uh, let's take an example. A kid in a family is like super mean and like not obedient, and you won't like think he was born like that. When he was born, he was gonna be like, I'm gonna ruin everyone's life around me and I'm gonna be mean and stuff. Others made him like that, and what is important online, since we talked about being anonymous on trolls, is not to take things close to heart. And if someone is giving you a bad time or just like, shitting on your head, let's say it roughly, because I can't not be vulgar. I hope you understand. And when someone's doing that, you mostly should not care, because the person has not done anything worth caring about in your life. He has not even probably known your name in real life, your age, and what you like to do. He's just you can interrupt these people like mean bots, because that's mostly like it. I kind of got lost there, but I'll thank uh, my English teachers for making me so fluent in English.
You're doing fine. I'm just, mm, I'm tired. I'm sorry. Things are happening, lots of things.
Ah,
But
it's okay.
also, and this may be, uh, well, this is definitely not going with everything, but is this live?
Well, I think this is life. Like, there are lots of moments in life that you have to go through, and they may not be easy. In fact, they are very difficult. Like, experiencing stuff is life, talking to others is life, and basically making yourself while you're a kid and a teen from 1 year to 18 is a really important part of life, because the rest of the life you're gonna live like you have made yourself to be, and you make yourself by uh, making by listening to others or not. And it is part of life, like pain, sadness, happiness, and anything else. of course it is life.
Well, yeah, dingus. Of course, I
Excuse
knew
me.
that. I was asking if this podcast is live.
Well, I have got off the subject and talked about a completely different topic. Excuse me.
Yes, I mean, we would have probably eventually got there anyway. But
Yes, but I allow you to abrupt me. You're like a person as well. If I would like change the topic like not knowingly, please abrupt me because um let's see, uh 30 minutes in, I should already get past the 10-minute limit. Jokes. And well, this podcast is recording. I'm not making it live. I'm making it a separate video.
ah, that's good. Things might be happening here very
Yes,
soon with
but
this
I
one girl.
but I can't edit. So watch your mouth.
Oof, you can't edit. Ah,
Yes, but it's nothing bad. We're like expressing ourselves, telling our opinions and stuff. And by the way, want to know an interesting fact? The
yes, I
first
would.
the first thumbnail that I ever made was made for a podcast that I made with my other friend that I were talking with him like on similar topics, but I don't know the deepness levels. It doesn't really matter, but we were talking on the similar topics, and I made my first thumbnail there. Although I did not publish it, well I did, but it's private because the background is really not enjoyable, as I told you before.
Ooh, I mean, I'm personally a content guy. Obviously, most people aren't. They enjoy content in video, but that's besides the point right there.
Well,
The reason why I asked you this is because I might need to join a call with some of these other people that I
oh
was
sure.
talking about.
When you need to go, just tell me and I'll end it. Like we're way over what I think we would do. I think we'd do like 15 to 20 minutes talk, a few subjects, but now we're going in deep, really hard, and don't quote this, audience. Don't quote this. And I think we have made some successes and breakthroughs, and maybe have impressed other people to do some good things. So if you're leaving now, I am very grateful that you joined me on this conversation with me and agreed so I can record. Most of people don't do it because they think I will be mean or just show private messages or something. But I'm not that type of a guy.
Well,
And
there's nothing I have private message that's crazy incriminating. Again, I typically watch what I say anyway. I'm more concerned because I'm pretty nervous right now. That's just me though.
oh, okay, okay. Don't get nervous. You'll get used to this. I'll call you pretty often, and I'll make you speak with me on podcasts. So
It's fine.
don't take it the mean way. Just you are a very like experienced person, if I may say so, that understands most of subjects of life and can reasonably explain them in a way that other may understand. And again, I'm very grateful that you joined me on this beautiful morning as I have here, and it's probably nighttime for you.
Oh yeah, it's 4 in the morning, but
Well,
it's been enjoyable.
yes, I want to say I at least hope that uh, I don't know, cheered you up, like made you a bit at ease talking and all sorts of things like that. I don't know. If you have something you want to talk about, we can do it again here or without podcast. It's just any way you want. Just if we podcast this, others may listen and maybe be influenced about it. And last thing, audience viewers, if you have some subjects that you want us to talk about or me to talk about alone, we just write in the comments. I know you're a pretty shy audience for me, but I'm honest here. If you want me to talk about something, you can private message me. I'm not gonna tell who you are, your identity. I'm just gonna talk about these things, and you'll get to know our side of things, our opinions, and all kind of that stuff. Again, thanking you for the millionth time. Thank you, Yuki, for being here with me. And I think I shall end the video right here and now. Goodbye, and goodbye, viewers. Have a beautiful day, night, evening, or even morning wherever you live, and just uh, sometimes you need to just stay strong. Okay, goodbye.